break. So now you broke that, and then you released. How can I? What's next? After How Can I? How many songs have you released after that?
So I've released How Can I in December. Then followed with I Am, the remix. Then Mukobe. So the next one is the Miracle.
Okay.
That'll be releasing probably next week. It's next week, not probably next week.
So Rev J shelved all of this, and then you're coming to give us the good news. You should have waited for next week. Maybe next week we can have you again. We can have you here again. Okay. So, what are your views about the music industry, especially the gospel music industry that you're part of?
Views, like in what sense? There are so many angles.
Oh, okay. So I ask you that. Oh, Rev J, you're a musician. What's happening with the gospel music industry? What will you say?
You know, there are so many things that I can talk about. I wish maybe is it the money side or
let's talk money. Let's talk money.
Money.
Yeah.
You know, what I would say is that the gospel industry, we need a lot of support because there are a lot of people that have the ideas, the dreams, the visions, but there is no support system. Everything has to come from you, the artist. There is no kind of system that will help you even to get studio time or anything. If you don't have a means to finance what you are doing, then your dream dies with you. Yes, that's a basic thing. And you see, that's why when people become, let me say, big, quote unquote,
They step into the limelight.
They step into the limelight. They want to charge because you have to recoup all your, I won't say wasted years, but spent years, because
investments,
all the investment, because the songs I did, everything I spent no less than, I'll say, 70,000. So if you look at everything that has been spent, 70,000, you get the video, you have the song, you upload it on the social media platforms. Now you have to promote
your
it.
Promo, yeah.
Then it's not easy getting on platforms and all that. So when somebody it looks like I have to get everything back. So the gospel industry is very, very difficult, and it's also difficult when you also are seeking help from seniors that by one push, by one recommendation, it can mean
a phone call.
Yes, a phone call can mean a lot of volumes. I'm not saying everyone is like that. Some like somebody like Pastor Isaiah. He really helped me in putting together the album, because we were supposed to record it in 2021, but we finally did a recording in 2023. So you can understand the journey. Yeah. So, but I believe a lot of the big guys have a lot to offer to those who are genuine. And you see, you can't have everyone. I know some people, when you give them the platform, some will mess it up. It comes with it. It's not everyone that will mess up. Yeah. So if I will say, and everything is that it's not easy starting, and when you start you need helping hands to help you too. Because even if you want to get close to them, some they make it they intentionally close the gate for you to get it. If you are not in their circles, they will not help you. That's what I can say.
Right.
So it's like you just have to forge your way and be your own trailblazer until God helps you and you get to where you're supposed to get to.
Is that why instrumentalists who come out of the church are asking that they be paid? Do you agree with that notion?
Oh yes, instrumentalists must be paid. That one there's no negotiation. Instrumentalists, because if you know the pain of learning, you see, because it's done effortlessly and there is no actual school that can take somebody from just a beginner to advanced, and we know that it's 4 years in school. I know Winneba does some level of education, but Winneba students don't really learn what they will come and apply in church. They just learn the theory, most of them. But if you are looking at a proper instrumentalist in today's world, or let's say in Ghana, for the person to learn his craft, master the craft, and be that good to produce well, it takes a lot of years. It takes a lot of, because you don't even have the proper pathway that from this, go to this, from this. It is all, maybe if God blesses you and you get somebody who is a master, let me mention some big names. Let's say you get the opportunity to learn from the feet of Shadrach, his popular name is Kosha. He's a keyboardist and a producer. He produced popular songs like "Awanwa Do Beni," that whole album. A lot of big. Another person, Kwame Yeboah. You get the opportunity to learn from Victor. Kafide's brother. Yeah, to mention just a few top 3 guys. These are the top 3 guys that come off head. If you get opportunity to learn from them, you can charter a path from this you go to that. But if you don't get that opportunity and it's freestyle, then you get somebody to teach you this. From there, you go and watch this on YouTube. From there, you learn this. From there, you learn this. And so it's like
yeah, like a roller coaster.
Yeah, roller coaster. Until you fine-tune whatever you have done before you come and refine instrumentalist. That is what it is. So there is no proper charter. And so when they get to that level, they feel like all those years must be paid for because he has to pay rent. He has to pay a friend is saying fuel. Yes. So they must drive cars and all that. But you see, because of the history of bound for, it has that connotation of that these people, they don't have anything doing with their lives. That's why they are doing this. But it's a very big industry that the church must really, because the church, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying this is bad. Like Kwame Eugene left the church, Kiddy left the church, Kim Promise left the church. I'm not saying they're doing gospel secular music is bad. But if the gospel fraternity had these guys, you should know how far, gospel music would have gone with such talent if the church had held on to them. Yeah. So the church must pay and pay them very well. Like managers are being paid, like reporters like you or find yourself are being paid. So it's very, very important.
Simple. The church must pay instrumentalists because they really go through a lot, just like every other person. Miracles is going to be outdoored next week. When next week?
24th.
24th of April.
Yeah.
Okay. How does Miracle sound like? Let me tease it out of you with your nice voice.
Oh, let us all come out.
Let us all come out. Okay. Any surprises on the song, or it's just you? Do you have features?
Just me.
Was it recorded live?
It's part of this album.
Part of. What's the title of this album?
It's called How Can I?
I'm sure next week we'll have you in studio again, and then we can have you do a proper performance for us. It's been amazing chatting with you, Rev J, aka Pastor Francis Afotey Odai Jr. He's been in our studios. We've been having a nice conversation with him, getting to know him. His latest song will be released next week on the 24th of April, titled Miracle. So look out for it. Meantime, all his songs are on every streaming platform. And if you go on our Facebook, you can catch this whole conversation again. Thank you for staying with us. Have an amazing Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Wednesday, I beg your pardon. We'll see you tomorrow bright and early, 5:55. Bye.